What's up, everybody? Ray Navarrete here. Some of you guys know me from way back in the day as Ray Digney. Some of you know me as Coach Ray all day. However you know me, I'm just Ray every single day. And this is the Dig Your Dream podcast. That's right, 2026 is here. Just like many of you, I have taken some time to jot down some goals and things that I would like to work hard towards and accomplish in this new year. Not anything delusional, but just some things that I really feel like if I can, stay focused, stay disciplined, and commit to, I could achieve it. And one of those things is to put out an episode of the Dig Your Dream podcast each and every week. And I know for the 1 or 2 or 4 of you out there that have tuned into my podcast in the past, you probably are saying to yourself, come on, Ray, here we go again. And I know, but I'm like a lot of people, right? Where I said I was going to do something and I tried, and then for whatever reason, lack of discipline being the first reason, life got in the way. My schedule got busy. Some personal things popped up and kind of pushed me off track. And instead of, taking a deep breath and saying, hey, it's okay, I missed an episode, or I missed a week, or I missed this, and getting right back on the saddle, I just, I let it slip away. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is the Dig Your Dream podcast. Believe it or not, I initially launched this podcast back in 2018, and hard to believe, but I have over 280 episodes recorded and published, believe it or not. Now, whether or not 1, 100, 1,000, or a million, well, definitely not a million, of you have listened or downloaded or tuned in, I have done that. 280 plus episodes of the Dig Your Dream podcast. And to be honest with you, I started doing it back in 2018 because I thought it was a really cool way to share my story, share my journey, but also introduce you to other really cool people that I've had the opportunity to spend time with, get to know, work alongside, collaborate with. And it was really moving, and it was rolling, and it was starting to grow. And I made the first big mistake that everyone should avoid. When you start something, no matter what, no matter the pace, no matter the speed, no matter the support, you have to keep going, right? If you want to get to your destination, if you want to cross the finish line, if you want to build something great, you have to be willing to put one foot in front of the other, take another step forward each day, keep pushing along no matter what. It's not about how fast you get there, it's whether or not you do. And most times, for the most part, you can get to the destination that you want to get to or that you're trying to get to if you're just willing to show up every day and put one foot in front of the other. And unfortunately for me, I was doing that for a little bit. Some things got me off track or sidetracked. And some of them were, maybe could be looked at as valid. But at the same time, listen, we all have choices and we all have decisions that we can make, and we could always decide to push forward or to get back on the saddle and try again. And for whatever reason, I have been extremely inconsistent with this project. But I'm going to try again, and I'm feeling really good about this time around. And the reason why I do is because I feel really good this time around because I'm looking at this project as nothing more than something I enjoy. That's it. Something I enjoy. I enjoy sharing stories, sharing experiences, sharing people and relationships that I've, that I'm getting an opportunity to meet and work alongside and get to know. And I enjoy doing that, and I'd like to put it out there. And whether or not you or anyone else or any of my family members or friends or colleagues or players or business associates or anyone in the general public choose to listen and or watch my weekly podcast, that's completely up to you guys. That's out of my control, but I want to do it because I enjoy it. And I want to share as many awesome stories as I can. I would like to introduce you to as many amazing and talented and inspirational people as I can. I'd like to introduce you to as many great businesses and companies and brands that I come across and work with and collaborate with as I can. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's it. I put it out there, right? Now you guys can hold me accountable. Whoever's watching this first episode of 2026, please hold me accountable. I want to get this out each and every week. My goal for 2026 is 52 episodes, one per week. And I'm not going to try to act like I'm going to be perfect. There may be a week that I miss. I'm going to try my best not to. But maybe the following week I put out 2 episodes. But my goal is to get 52 episodes throughout the course of this year. It will be a combination of my weekly word, which may be just an experience or story that I share from something that, I experienced during the week, or something that happened to me, or something that caught my eye. That will be my weekly word. I also have a goal of introducing you to 12 interesting, inspirational people through an interview called the original Dig Me Discussions, but it might be a coaching conversation, right? So I'm not sure what the title of that segment will be, but I'd like to shoot for 12 interviews with, people that I admire, look up to, that I find inspirational. And I'm going to get to work on building out that list as well, too. And this podcast, people say, hey, listen, you got to niche down. You got to just focus on like one thing. And I actually believe that. I believe that because I've experienced that. I've experienced what happens when you really focus on one thing. And over the last few years, outside of the office, on social media, I've really been sharing my entire baseball journey, just baseball, nothing else, no other sport, not sharing any of my other interests on that baseball journey, on that baseball page on social media. And I have seen some really cool growth. So absolutely niching down, and putting all your efforts into one target, one market, one audience. There's definitely some value to that, and definitely works. But I'm going to be honest. This podcast is going to represent a lot of who I am, and I personally have. I have a lot of interests. I always have. I always will. A lot of you know me. Predominantly as Ray Navarrete, former professional baseball player, Coach Ray all day, current baseball coach. Some of you may know me as a businessman, an entrepreneur, a brand builder from my days building the Dig Me brand, which I still proudly wear very, very much all the time, and especially today. Today is National Hat Day, so there's only one hat to wear on National Hat Day, and that's a Dig Me hat. The best way to rock a hat is to tip your cap with a Dig Me snapback. But anyway, I've always been interested in sports. I've always been interested in business. I've always been interested in entrepreneurship. I've always been interested in speaking and sharing stories and putting yourself out there. So this podcast is going to be a collection of all those things. I'm going to be quite honest with you. We're going to talk baseball, no doubt about it. We're going to talk business, no doubt about it. We're going to talk brand building, no doubt about it. And I'm sure we'll sprinkle in some other things. But I want this podcast, the Dig Your Dream podcast, to be a collection of really, really cool stories, really awesome introductions to businesses and brands that maybe you're aware of, maybe you're not. I want to introduce you to some really awesome and passionate personalities along the way too. So I'm not going to shy away or try to hide from what this podcast is going to be. This podcast is going to be a collection of really cool stuff and really cool people. And I hope you'll watch. I hope you'll listen. So now, with that said, you guys have an idea of what I'm trying to do this year and what I'm trying to accomplish, and the stories and personalities and businesses and brands that I'm trying to share this year. Now, we'll see how I do that. And what I mean by that is, let's be honest, I need your help. I need your help. So if anyone is out there that is watching or listening to this first episode of 2026, the first episode of the Dig Your Dream podcast in this new year, I am talking to you. I need your help. If you have any experience with starting a podcast, growing a podcast, how to get a podcast out to a larger audience, please hit me up. Please show me the way. Please point me in the right direction. And the reason why I'm asking for your help is, to be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. When I first started in 2018, I was using this platform called Anchor, and then I believe Anchor was purchased by Spotify, and now it's Spotify for creators or creators for Spotify. I'm not sure, but I went the route that was very user-friendly, very easy, very easy access to entry, because I'm still not a very tech-savvy person, so I just wanted to be able, to record and publish and have it shared across the major podcasting platforms of, iTunes and Apple Podcasts, or did I say that wrong? iTunes? I guess not iTunes. I'm sorry. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and, the major podcasting platforms. And I believe it was doing that. And over the last couple of years, with my inconsistency and taking a break here, not really working on the project, not putting out consistent podcast episodes, I probably lost whatever understanding that I had for the podcast game. So I'm literally starting from scratch. I'm literally starting from a blank canvas today. So once again, I need your help. So if you are watching this, if you're listening, if you can point me in any direction that's forward, if you can show me and tell me maybe the best platform to use, how to get it on the other platforms so people have access to listen to the podcast, whether it be, in their earbuds, through their phone, in their car, on their laptop. I just want to make sure that, whatever I do put out there, whatever I do publish, has the ability to be watched and or listened to by however many people choose to. Like I said, whether it's 1, 100, 1,000, who knows, right? And that gets me thinking really quickly. And I'll leave you with this for the first episode. I'll leave you with this. Today is January 15th. It is hard to believe that we are ready at the halfway point of the first month of the new year. The first 2 weeks of the new year are already behind us. It really is crazy how fast time is flying by. I've heard people say, as you get older, time flies by faster. And I will not admit or acknowledge that I'm getting older. I'm still 25 inside. But maybe they have a point. As you get older, time flies by faster. And this is a great example. I feel like I just watched the ball drop with my family. We're already 2 weeks into the new year, halfway through the first month. And it's no surprise that 2026 is going to fly by too. And with that said, this project for me is going to be a lot of fun. I really look forward to doing it. Part of the reason it's a nice outlet, as you can guess, and I'm sure you guys feel this way in your personal and professional lives. Life can be tough. Life can be stressful. Life can be filled with a tremendous amount of pressure. And you can feel like, most days are more challenging than comforting or comfortable or fun. And for me, I feel the same way. I'm super grateful for my life. Don't get me wrong. Beyond grateful for my life, my wife, my daughter, our new home we just moved into, my business career, my baseball career, baseball business. I'm beyond grateful, but I'd be lying if I said there aren't a lot of days throughout the month and throughout the year where you're just looking in the mirror saying, what is going on? This is crazy. This is too hard. I can't take it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. This isn't for me. Maybe I should do something else. I think that I would be lying, and you guys would probably be lying too if you said you never felt that way. And the reason why I'm sharing that is because this project, the Dig Your Dream podcast, is an outlet for me. It may be, and has been in the past, it has been an opportunity for me to now come downstairs in my new office. I only have one thing hanging up. That will change if you guys know me. To come down in my office, to close the door, to hit record, and to just, get away. To get away from, the everyday grind, the everyday obligation, the everyday commitment, the everyday responsibility to the hard work, to the businesses, to the career, and just get away and take a deep breath and share some stories, share some experiences, have some really awesome conversations with some really awesome people, and share it with all of you. So that's a big reason why I'm committing myself to the Dig Your Dream podcast in 2026 and making sure that each and every week in some capacity, whether it's a 5 to 10 minute weekly word or a 45 minute to an hour and a half really cool interview with a passionate personality, or something in between, I'm going to make sure that I am consistent and that I stay committed to this project. So once again, for the 1, 10, 100, or 1,000 of you who will eventually listen to this first episode of 2026, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for your interest, for your support. If you've been rocking with me for a long time throughout my, I guess, evolution as a person, I couldn't be more grateful. And I really believe this is just the beginning too. So anyway, thanks for tuning in to the Dig Your Dream podcast. The podcast is back. I'm excited to talk, to share some stories, and to really, really have an incredible 2026. And I'm looking for people to hold me accountable. I'm looking for people to hold me accountable in the office. I'm looking for people to hold me accountable on the baseball field. And I know that my wife and daughter and my dog Einstein, they hold me accountable every day. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for listening. I'm excited. And please, if you have any idea, if you have any tips, if you have any direction that can help me move forward with this podcast, please reach out. Please don't be shy. Send me a DM, send me a message. Let's schedule a call because I just want to do this the right way. And I am not afraid to ask for help. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys listening, to tuning in. The Dig Your Dream podcast 2026. Let's make this the best year yet. Until next week, peace.